After 2 games in a row.
Are you scared of this Carter after that performance from Peanut? Do you ban it again? And the answer is going to be no. They're going to ban the Olaf instead.
So they get a blue side Olaf ban. So Sejuani, Skarner, and Zach are available. Hard to say what the tier list is for Ambition in particular. Such a wonderful performance in game number 1.
Classic Skarner play.
Do they reach
Could
for the
come through
Varus?
from Ambition.
Varus is the first pick that's available here. Do they reach for that? Or does Ambition prize one side of the matchup? Saw him on screen a moment ago, completely enveloped in thinking about what to do. I'm sure Ruler is very clearly saying, hey man, I'm pretty good at that Varus guy. And they're going to pick him.
Yep. I would have liked to have seen the Skarner through here for Ambition to bring that one back. Classic themes, but will just be the Varus pick up here for KSV, as that Skarner was banned away by Kingzone.
That means that Peanut gets his choice of the board, and also the now contested Talia goes the way of Kingzone as Peanut does some trolling.
Yeah, just flipping through a couple different things. Hovering on the rise, but Sejuani's been left available, so we'll go ahead and just snatch that one up.
And you know what? Ambition will play Zach. You'd have to imagine. Could go back to the Gragas. Outside chance he will against this Sejuani, but Zach is so reliable and I think is such a meta breaker that I'd be surprised to see him not lock it in, so just lock it in now. I mean, the interesting question here is, do we see Karma come through for Crown? Because there's a lot open. He goes for the Azir, which has been a good pick for him to get the Azir versus Talia. Karma would have made sense into the Talia because you can kind of block her, and also it is a pick they combine with Varus very often, but they get the Azir that frequently gets banned. And it's the side of KSV for Kingzone. Maybe looking for a top lane pick here. That would be the pick for Khan. They could double ban as well, so ban away some of the frustrating matchups. And we do see the Camille locked in for V2 priority. They have Caitlyn, who has longer range than the Varus, can push into the Varus, and then counter pick support. So Kingzone, after seeing a double utility AD carry ban, have changed their strategy, and they're going to take the most powerful 2v2 and actually go for the Caitlyn Thresh. It seems like the double utility ban actually priced them into picking for lane.
It's banned away by KSV in the last game, but Kingzone didn't really care about that. Straight away from the pick bot lane, but now going for all-out power versus this Varus Braum.
This is very much a mid-game choice by Kingzone. They see the Ashe and Jhin ban, and they instantly decide, we've got the Weaver's Wall, we've got the Hextech Ultimatum, and the gank teleport coming through from the Camille. Let's break the bot lane outer turret, roam around with the Thresh, and accelerate the pace of the game. As the game goes on, there's going to be massive backline threat from the Zac. We're not feeling our chances there. I feel like Kingzone saw those bans and made a big shift. It's an exciting one, though, because it seems like Kingzone, they're not necessarily all in for the early game, but you can clearly see they want to break this game open pre-20 minutes.
Well, need to do just that here for SK Telecom to keep the hopes alive. KSV through for JJ, trying to lock him up. They come over the wall. They lock in that Varus, and he's going to get popped as Gorilla finds that first blood. Now BDD off the backside of the Weaver's Wall comes in. Wall's going to get destroyed. Core JJ just a couple hits left to go. Tries to cheat his way into the minions to avoid that threaded volley, but he gets taken down in the end. 2 kills plus that first blood going over to Kingzone 10 minutes in.
1 cooldown being down, and Gorilla fully pulls the trigger. He's happy to get the Death Sentence onto the support, knowing they're going to get the AD carry anyway. Ruler dies with everything up. He did not actually have his wits around him when it came to dodging an ultimate from the Sejuani and died straight after it. Wouldn't have got away with his summoners. Watching the replay, again, they see Unbreakable and they say, this is the time. Peanut's actually slow to engage, so Ruler's clearly focusing on Prey and Gorilla and just doesn't have his wits around him to flash away from the Sejuani ultimate. BDD gets first roam, even though there was a control ward defensively on the Saras. While his hop was buffed, there was the nerf on the cooldown reduction on Q was mid lane.
For BDD yet again here, Ambition will go ahead and get the grab, smacks them together into that nice rim of shuffle. They push him back towards the turn, he'll take a shot. BDD is just trying to kite his way out of here, but he's got no summoner spells left. It's just a matter of time as he goes down.
And the top lane, Core JJ had roamed up as well with teleport in order to stop the gank coming off, so success in the mid lane. BDD had both summoners not able to get out. A good moment for KM with the Thresh, who here he is.
Poor JJ gonna get locked down the box and the flag not gonna hit. I think he might be okay, but no, the Weaver's Wall's gonna come down. Glacial Fissure thrown in. Ult connects here from Peanut as they really want to take down this Braum, but they're not gonna be able to get him in the end. Lantern's been taken. Prey, he's left out to dry. Jumps away with a 90 caliber net and seems like he will be okay.
Have the team fight item advantage, and that can be really big at swinging the game.
Well, definitely a bit slower here in game number 3. Because there's so much pressure stacked against these teams. Roam up towards the top side here. Khan waiting in the brush. Bit of damage there. Tries to jump away, but gets interrupted on the hook shot. Now has to flash. They get the grab. He slows them up. Shrimp shuffle. Or Emperor's Divide, rather, not really going to get the connection. They throw in the ultimate there from the Sejuani, but they don't get the lockdown. Nice play there as Cube pushes 3 back, but he is isolated, and he will get taken down. Khan finds the 3rd kill here for Kingzone as they try to turn up the heat.
Turn into some sort of Avengers versus Justice League thing as everyone was rotating topside. Kingzone, they were in formation first. I guess that makes them the Avengers.
Tries to go back in, but Gorilla gets the play. They get the hook down, and that's going to be a punish onto the Zac. Passive gets popped. Cube not there for the TP, but seems like the members of Kingzone unable to get in a position to actually punish him and get the kill.
They really want the turret as well. This was a minute.
Completely blind is Kingzone, and they are about to get a very ill omen right there as they get that audio cue. They realize what's happened. They didn't have any vision nearby. The damage output from this Varus, from this Azir here too.
And Khan was doing so well in this lane. Doesn't mean much now that the Baron is there. Won't feel strong enough to all in. They will slowly use this turret as
say that wrong. The exact ultimatum, and now BDD does arrive. Nice. They take out Cuvée, alleviating a lot of pressure in that split push and saving that turret here for the moment.
He didn't want the 1v1, but the 2v1, that was feeling pretty good. Nice little assistance there from BDD. They get 1 Baron buff down. That's a nice moment for the side of Kingzone. But now the rest of the team will do the dirty. Can't see ambition, so it's almost impossible for Kingzone to make a play. As positioning against an unknown large engage range champion is very, very difficult. See Peanut. He's definitely not going to be leaving any latitude around Baron again. Here's the pick.
Yeah, they're looking for a chain eruption coming in. He's going to get absolutely obliterated. Khan just had no chance of getting his way out of there, even with the flash available. Now KSV rather looking to pressure around the Baron. A Weaver's Wall will delay them here for a little bit, but it's still 40 seconds left on the Khan.
But delaying is important because, as you say, they can start. The SKT fans are clenching, wondering where this game will go, knowing that the next move in the game could decide it. We're seeing it on our screens right now. And we do see Khan.
That's going to be engage coming through. Cube going to get locked in by the ultimatum. Seismic Shove connects, and yet again, the duo of Camille and Talia comes up with a kill onto the Gnar. That's an immense amount of pressure alleviated here for Kingzone, but they find themselves on the complete opposite side of the map. Could TP in with the Camille, but BDD has to run all the way over to that Baron if they want to start it.
They're definitely going to start it. You'd have to think. They start the Baron. They have the teleport coming from the Camille. If the ultimatum not available, is the teleport.
It's going to be BDD coming in from behind the members of KSV as they start this one up. It's down.
It's not the world's fastest Baron, Achilles.
50% HP. They look to take this one away.
Mission 1 level up.
He's going to be leaping in. The play comes through. The box has been thrown down. 3,500 left here onto this Baron. In the meantime, Emperor's Divide comes through. BDD tries to chunk out Crown, but he pushes the Sand Soldiers forward, but he hasn't been able to get the kill yet. Flash away in the meantime. Prey doing so much work. Comes up with a double kill, and Kingzone might have just swung their way back into this game. BDD will go down, but Prey finds the triple kill in the end. Ambition gonna fall as Khan claims it. They're gonna get the Baron, and KSV's hopes might have just disappeared.
Kingzone may have won this game from their play around bot side. They finally got vision over Baron. They got the all-important pick onto Cuvée, and the entire passage of play afterwards was the first time KSV were out of position on Baron in a good 20 minutes, Achilles. They were able to finally get control. They made the decisive call to go away from the Baron to get the pick, and now they push with Baron and want to break the base.
They'll be able to do just that, even with 10 seconds left here on the Ruler. Expect to get a decent push going. We'll go ahead and take down the inner turret. We'll see the Gnar rotating over, and we'll go ahead and kite back. So no inhibitors to be taken yet, but we'll take another look at this fight for now.
This play can never happen if they aren't able to get the kill bot lane, but they got control to start the Baron. Prey gets away, and in the back line, notice that BDD at least distracts and buys time. Crown does AoE damage, but he's just 1v1ing the Talia. They're so close. Basically denying any hopes of playoffs to KSV.
Lockdown comes through, they find Core JJ, they don't go in, but Ambition does. Immediately, they're on the box, he's gonna get popped, yeah, no passive to speak of. Prey finds the kill, and just like that, the engage is out the window. 2 inhibitors down, no Baron buff left, but Kingzone are gonna have these super creeps pushing into the base momentarily.
Ambition got desperate. Also, the Chains of Corruption just goes wide from Roar. That one that hit onto Faker decided the World Championship. That one goes wide. They're looking to potentially end the game. There is an Azir, there is a Varus, there's no guarantees.
They look for another hook there, don't find it, KSV. He's doing everything they can to burn through the minion waves that are pushing forward.
Look how much gold they're sitting on. 17. There's about 10,000 gold in the inventory. Means the gold is pretty even.
Mount Hook comes in. That's going to be Gorilla going in for the hit. He's going to get locked up. The turret goes down before he can finish off the Thresh.
Ray's falling really
jumped
low.
out, but he's gone back in. Gets a massive crit straight in onto Crown. And now they found Core JJ. No Unbreakable. No one to block the damage. And Prey is just letting all hell break loose here onto the members of KSV. Ambition comes back up, tries to trade something back, tries to pop the Guardian Angel there onto Khan, but he cannot do anything. Kingzone will close this out in the end. It was hard fought. It was heartfelt from KSV, but in the end, they fall short. Kingzone are the kings of the LCK. They will ride into that grand finals 3 weeks from now with a 2-1 win over the world champions.
And that means that the world champions are all but eliminated from the LCK playoffs. They require SKT to lose to Kongdu Monster or a pretty significant loss by Rox Tigers against Jin Air. It's not written in stone, it's not written in blood, but it's pretty much inked Achilles. The KSV will not be able to back up their world championship with a playoff run. And for once, for the first time in so many years, it was always the question. You asked, oh, you're into the LCK, you an SKT fan, or you're a Rox Tigers fan? Of course, that has evolved into Kingzone and SKT. For once, they were together, Achilles, hand in hand. They wanted to see their team win. On this day, it was Kingzone Dragon X.
Oh,
they didn't have the stakes, but look at the effect it is on KSV. Crown knows. The staff around the team of KSV know that may be it on their season. It's a devastating thing to watch. This was supposed to be the year where KSV got over their world championship and were able to actually win on Korean soil. And you can see for Crown how much it means.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the most brutal reactions we've seen as KSV get denied away from the playoffs, essentially.
It's the culmination of 18 best of threes, of so much criticism sent the way of KSV.